Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. Let me get my camera adjusted here. There we go. All right, happy Wednesday. This is our first official Octopunk Weekly update. I know I did sort of a beta test one a couple weeks ago, but this is the first one of our new stream schedule, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So this is going to be an every week occurrence from now on. This is pretty much going to be updates on stuff that's coming up in the community, with our films, with merch, with all sorts of stuff. It's just a place for me to chat one-on-one with you guys. Hi, I'm seeing a lot of cool people in the chat right now. Hi, Lone Lion. I'm really glad you're here today. You'll see why in a bit. Be More Barrio, Manny Ducks. I know that you just became a patron. Thank you very much. Platinum patron, awesome. I actually need to set you up with VIP status. Sorry. That'll be there by Friday. Simona's headed to the cinema but wanted to drop by and say hi. Hi, Simona. Have a good day. Grace's Lady pimping out those Iggy emotes. So as I've said, you will be finding out about our other two emotes. We actually have 4 emote slots open right now because we have 48 subscribers. We are 2 subscribers away from unlocking that 5th emote. So if you want to be one of them, you can subscribe with Twitch Prime for free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can enroll and subscribe to us for free. It doesn't cost you anything. You get a free Prime subscription or free Twitch subscription every month through Prime. You might not even know this. You might not even be using it. Or maybe you're using it on Brian and you want to maybe support us instead. But either way, if we get those 2 extra sub points, if we get those 2 extra subscribers, we will be able to unlock a 5th emote, which is going to be really awesome. I can't stress the Inugu. You guys have actually changed my life and given me a lot of inspiration. Here to support you. Oh, I can't stress this enough. I gotcha. I feel ya. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Hi, Kim. Oh, wow. Bandito DNP. It's nice that I finally get to catch up with the stream. I recognize you from YouTube, I think. Maybe Tumblr, but definitely YouTube. Blue Frame is one of our translators. So they've been with us since the very beginning. Oh, we got a lot of cool people in the chat today. See, I don't know how this would do, because it's sort of like, I know that when Ty and Maximilian and Michael show up, everybody's like excited to see them, but this is just sort of like, it's me talking about, oh yeah, we've got new emotes, so I don't know how many people want to come hang out. But this is a really good turnout, and I'm glad you guys are excited to be here and are supporting us so much. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal those emotes actually. So this came to us when we got, I believe, 25 subscribers and 35 subscribers. We were able to unlock 3 and 4. So a lot of the emotes that are already unlocked is the Iggy emote and the Pride Iggy emote, which you can see some people using in the chat already. But the 2 that may tempt you into subscribing, I have already uploaded these to Twitch. I've sent them to Twitch. It can take up to 48 hours for them to activate, but they will be available for subscribers by the end of the week. We've got Shark Truce LOL, and we've got Tentacle Praise. So these were 2 emotions that I feel like get used a lot in the Discord and get used a lot in the chat. And so I knew that we needed one for humor, and I knew that we needed one for praise hands. So that was the direction that I went in. I probably am going to have to work on the Chartreuse one a little bit more because he doesn't look as great small. I think I have to maybe redo his design, sharpen his lines and stuff. If any artist wants to help me with that, that would be great. But I can probably do it myself, I guess. But the praise one actually looks really good small. It probably looks even better small than it does big. So I'm really happy with how that came out. And as far as the 5th emote, when we unlock that, I'm not sure what direction to go with that. I don't know if I should do maybe something DA related, maybe... I don't know what maybe a sad one, maybe a hug one. I know that also gets used a lot, like hugs get used a lot, or like sad face gets used a lot. So I'm not sure what direction to go with it. So if you have any input on that, what you would like to see for a 5th emote, please feel free to let me know. Comfort coffee cup, that's cute. Maybe the tin can that's or the water can that's Gavin, but it's crying. Yeah, and speaking of that, actually, if you missed Detroit Wakey, a Google translation disaster, it is currently up on YouTube, so you don't have to watch it on Twitch VOD. You can go watch it on YouTube, and actually, we make money if you watch it on YouTube, so that's where I'm going to send everybody. But yeah, that is our 2-hour Google translation performance of Detroit Awakening with all the guys here, and it was a load of fun. We had a really good turnout for it. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty riotous, and there's a lot of art and I think inside jokes that have now come out of that stream. Speaking of streaming as well, as you can see down there, we have all these new panels. We've got rules, we've got list of mods, we've got introduction, we've got leaderboard for coffee donors and for patrons. The patron one I updated as of right before Ducks came aboard. So Ducks, you're not on there yet, but I'll be sure to add you. Coffee, I haven't updated in about a week. So if you've donated coffee, and I know that there's a couple people who've moved up into Trenta in the last week. I know there's a couple people who donated for the first time and are on Tall. But if you want to check that out, that's down there. We also have a link to Sock's book. Connor Sock, or Valderina, as they are known by, is an author and a really well-known fanfic author here in Read 900 land. And they wrote a book, and they are donating all profits of that book to Detroit Awakening. So if you want to spend $2.99 on a really good feel-good romance novel, or novella, it's about 20,000 words, very quick read, feel free to click that link down there and get a book in exchange for your support. Particularly because they have a bet going on with a friend that if they sell 100 copies, the friend will match the donation that they make to Detroit Awakening too. All right. Bringing evenings to every party now, says Remor Varia. Yes, I've brought an evening. I can't believe that Chris did murder. All these references to Detroit Wakey, I love it. Imagine Brian asking for mod praise and a bunch of us threw the tentacle praise into the chat and he's just so confused. I dare you. I don't think, I guess you can't use other people's emotes in his Discord, but you can use other people's emotes in his chat. I know that when he screened the Detroit Awakening trailer on his stream about 2 weeks ago, I saw some Iggies in the chat, which was really sweet. Like, that was really cool. Shoulders for everyone. I can't stop drawing Gavin in a water can costume because of Detroit Wakey. Oh, and you definitely need to check out, there's been a couple people who have drawn art of Detroit Wakey on Twitter and Instagram. A lot of Chris carrying nines on his shoulders. I've seen a few of those. I've seen a few Gavin water cans. All right, so the other thing that I kind of want to show off is I've been asked a lot by you guys about merch. T-shirts, that sort of thing. I will say t-shirts are still a work in progress. I think I have enough material now to be able to, like content material, like, you know, stuff that doesn't directly reference Detroit Become Human so that I won't get sued, to be able to make t-shirts and that sort of thing. But I do have to design all of them, and that is a process, and that's probably going to happen at the end of June. But one thing that I already offer is enamel pens, and so because Pride was coming up and I wanted to make sure that I had these in time for that, I went ahead and placed an order for some rainbow Iggies. I also have the black and white Iggies. I've had those for about a year now. I still have some left over that actually could ship now because I have them in my house. But I'm saying that they're both on sale June 17th because that's when I plan on having my merch store actually functional. Right now, it's not great. Like, it doesn't ship internationally. The shipping price is fixed instead of variant depending upon where you live. It's just kind of a mess. So I'm saying nobody buy anything until June 17th. That's when I'll kind of relaunch the merch store. And these are really high quality enamel pens. They are double backed with rubber backings on them. So the backing quality is really good. They're silver on the back. I really like them. I might be able to actually, let me see. I can actually show you what the black and white one looks like in real life. So they come in these little packets, and this is some ASMR stuff. But yeah, this is what they look like. They're really cute, and the studio that does this is really high quality. But they are double backed with these black rubber things in the back. And so I have more of these coming. I placed another order of 100 of these, and I placed the rainbow design too. Those will not get to my house until probably June 15th. So I don't have one to show off yet because I don't have them yet. But yeah, and I'm willing to ship them internationally, but the shipping may vary. They're very light. I would say they're probably only an ounce or two, but I was looking up shipping costs, and if you live on the other side of the world, it might be steep. But for anybody who the shipping isn't bad for, that is an opportunity for you to get yourself an Iggy pen. And again, all this money goes to Detroit Awakening too, or at least all the profit. These did have kind of an upfront investment, but once I recoup the initial cost of them and start profiting on them, all that profit will actually go to Detroit Awakening as well. More merch. Hands Michelle my wallet and entire bank account. I want the rainbow. I really hope they look good. I think that the design came out pretty good. So I'm hoping they come out good. Like I said, the studio, they do a really good job. Let's see. Maybe Iggy keychains in the future. That's a good idea. I know that Iggy decals, like car decals, are something that we've talked about, and those are probably going to come very soon. Real talk, I am going to Raleigh SuperCon as a vendor in July. So if you happen to be going to Raleigh SuperCon, I have to have a lot of merch by then for then. So yeah, it's gonna be like merch is kind of my big action item for the next month, because I'm gonna finish Synths and I have live scream stuff I need to finish by June 15th. But everything between like June 15th and July 26th are two things: writing the script for Detroit Awakening 2 and preparing myself for Raleigh SuperCon. And preparing myself for Raleigh SuperCon involves designing and buying merch. So merch store's coming real soon. It's going to be you know, a big thing on my mind. Hey Hazel, happy time zone. I've always loved that, actually, happy time zone. I don't know if Brian invented that or whatever, but like I've seen him say it before, but I always got happy to hear that, good time zone. And actually I'm glad that this 2 p.m. time zone seems to work for people. 10 a.m. on Mondays, 2 p.m. on Wednesdays, 9 p.m. on Fridays. Hopefully that gives enough dispersion to where not many people are going to be able to catch all three of those, but I hope that most people can catch at least one of them. And I am also thinking about like changing up the time zones, you know, every month or so, to where like maybe Twitch Sings is on Monday mornings and maybe, you know, Octopunk Weekly Update is on Friday nights and stuff. So it's not like, oh crap, I'm in X time zone, I can never catch Twitch Sings, because it's always at the same time. Shaking it up, I think, would be a good thing to rotate and allow every time zone to kind of experience everything that we have to offer. Connor and Kara from Detroit. How are you, Michelle? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a long week, to be honest with you. It's been dragging. It's testing me a little bit. I've been very tired, and I know that, quite frankly, I'm doing 2 films back to back is very exhausting, and particularly with how much DA has grown and sort of taken out of me, I suppose. Immediately going into another film after it was insane, but we had to do it. So right now I'm like, me and Austin are already talking about when we can take a vacation, because he's kind of burnt out from his work too, and also having to compose both of these and support me in this. So yeah, we were talking about maybe like taking the first 2 weeks of September just sort of off, but then he was like, you know, I could take like July 4th off, and that's like way closer. So we might take like July 4th from the 10th sort of off or something like that. Like I would still be here. I would still be uploading to Patreon. I would probably still be streaming and everything. You guys wouldn't know any different. But as far as like client work, as far as like working on things as the day goes by, we would just, I wouldn't have to worry about that. We wouldn't vacay anyway. It would definitely be a staycation. I need a Marie Kondo my house really bad. Just sort of that stuff. I need like one of those weeks where you just don't have to do anything. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to see anybody. Like you don't have to do anything. So, Manny Dexter, remember to get lots of sleep and stay hydrated. See, that's what I've been struggling with lately. I've never been hydrated, but the sleep thing, like my sleep schedule's been really bad lately, and I just got to get that fixed. And honestly, having a stream schedule, I hope will fix that, because the fact that I have this regular routine that I have to, stick to every week, particularly because Monday, 10 a.m., I have to be up and streaming. I'm hoping that will kind of help reset things as well. But enough about me, let's talk about fan art. So this is one thing that I really wanted to do with these Octopunk Weekly updates, not just to have something every week that we can do, but because we get so much fan art, we really want to acknowledge all of it, but there's some stuff that always just stands out as being absolutely incredible. And this week we have 3 pieces that really stood out in the past week that I'm just in awe of. And so here we go for the fan art of the week for June 5th. First, I want to shout out Ren Arts. Ren always does amazing stuff, but this was just next level. I unfortunately couldn't capture the fact that this is actually an animation. So definitely go to renarts_new on Twitter to see the full big beautiful animation that this is. It's they're walking down the street. It's so cute. So give Ren lots of love and lots of follow. They are on Twitter, I believe, also on Instagram under the same name, or maybe just under Ren Arts. And I think Neb has a link to that, to Ren's profile that she'll throw in the chat at some point. The next one is from Hardy Low. This is fan art of Seven Deadly Synths. This is Ty portraying the character of Brian. This was a picture that I saw Hardy Low working on Instagram, in Hardy Low's Instagram stories, and I was like already getting excited from the Instagram stories before I saw the whole picture. Brian art really gets to me because he's one of my favorite original characters that I've ever written. He's asexual like I am. There's just a lot of things that I just connect to this character so much. And so I actually get kind of like choked up when I see art of him. So this one in particular is just absolutely gorgeous and gave me, those nice like butterfly feelings of like, oh my god, somebody actually appreciates like this original character in a movie that's not even out yet. So yeah, thank you so much, Hardy Low, for doing this. We have links to Hardy Low's profiles as well. And Hardy Low does just awesome art all around for both Seven Deadly Synths and Detroit Awakening, and just, stuff of us. I think that they might have had art from the Twitch Sing stream we did, or maybe it wasn't Twitch Sings, but it was like a panorama of like all 5 of us that was really cute. I don't think it's actually been posted yet, but I know that it was on an Instagram story and I thought it was super cute. And the final fan art of the week, as this is another one I can't do justice to in stills, so you're just going to have to go to the link that we're about to throw into the chat to see the full video. But Lone Lion did some next level shit and animated the Blair Toaster Project. Blair Toaster Project, if you haven't seen it yet, I posted it for patrons a couple weeks ago. I posted it for everybody this week on YouTube. It was my first film. I made it when I was 15. It's a parody of the Blair Witch Project, except the witch is a toaster. It's an absurd film. And Lone Lion spent all of this time animating it in just this creative, wonderful way and transforming it into something that I honestly think is better, because it's like she was able to create this visual stuff that happened that was funnier than what like we were able to do with an actual video camera. Like she gives the toaster legs and actual flames in it. It's so great. I love it so much. So go follow Lone Lion 924 on Instagram and Lone Lion 924_X on Twitter, and check out that link that Neb just posted to watch the full animation itself. It's just absolutely hysterical. Thank you so much, Lion. I really appreciate that work. And I saw that you said that you were working on an animation for Detroit Wakey as well, and I can't wait to see that. So like I said, go support all those artists, and thank you to all of the artists who have given us work in the last week. If you want to be included in next week, just make sure that I see your work. You can tag at Detroit Awakening. You can tag me at Lady Twano on Twitter or at Octopunk Media on Instagram. That will guarantee that I see it. I know that some people are like, if I don't tag them 5 times in the comments, they won't see it. Believe me, we're not famous. We see all of our notifications. If you tag us in something, we will see it. So yeah, that's the best way to reach out to us. And just, we're so flattered and honored that you guys continue to do this. I am amazed that even 2.5 months after Detroit Awakening, people are still drawing it and being inspired by it, and even discovering it for the first time and watching it for the first time. That's just really mind-blowing to me. And just keep it coming, I guess. And keep it coming, and I'll keep honoring it through stuff like this. And the last thing that we've got today is some first looks at Seven Deadly Synths. Now this, again, is just behind the scenes stuff. This isn't official stills or anything like that. That'll be coming in a couple of weeks, and then we'll have a trailer coming next month in July. But for now, I can show you some taste of what we've got coming and some behind the scenes pictures. The first one, this is of Graham Edwards and Tiare Solis, 2 of the stars of the movie, and Brittany Brock's holding my slate there. She was hired to be my behind-the-scenes videographer and photographer. She ended up becoming my first assistant director, which I really needed, and she's just my ride or die partner in this business. And there she's holding the slate. And you can speculate about what they're watching and what they're thinking about in this moment. Still not over the colors, says TJ. Yes, it's about to get way more bisexual. This is particularly bisexual. You have Maximilian just looking super dramatic here. Tiare and Graham again, and we've got Brittany there with the slate again. And you can see more of the extras and more of the room. There's the disco ball. There's lots of lights. There's fog. We tried to add a lot of atmosphere and moodiness to this that I've never really had in a movie before. So that was like our big level up moment, I suppose, for this movie. Maximilian in his default Vogue state. Yep, pretty much. And then we got one more. We've got, this is a true behind the scenes clip. This is of Ty and my love Austin. They are working on putting the final touches on the synth that is the center of this entire storyline. There were still some aesthetic things that we needed to add to it, some writing and stuff we needed to add to the front. So basically this is Austin showing Ty what synthesizers look like, and Ty being the one to translate that to his prop there. And that's it. I only got 3 for today. I still want to leave you wanting more. But yeah, like I said, stills will probably be coming out after the 17th because I want to make sure that the movie is pretty much done by the time I actually start showing it off. And it does have to be done by the 17th. So, yeah, it'll still be coming for patrons after the 17th, and then maybe at the end of the month for everyone else, I'll be posting them publicly. And then we get a trailer in July, probably mid-July, when I find out when the world premiere is going to be, because I'll have my film festival notifications back by then. So, yeah, I'm really excited. It's tough to finish this one because me and Austin are just so tired. And we're it's like walking through mud trying to finish it because we do have some final scenes that we have to shoot for it and stuff, little just intercuts and stuff, and a lot of locations and just scheduling and that sort of thing. But we're forcing ourselves to finish it because we absolutely want to make that June 17th deadline for Genre Blast in Winchester, Virginia. So we're gonna get there and we're gonna finish this movie, and I thank you all for supporting us in this endeavor and giving me the motivation to finish it, because at least I know somebody will watch it when we're actually done with it. We believe in you, says Manny Ducks. Thank you very much. That's all I've got for today, guys. These are about 30-minute streams. They're just little hangouts, just chatting, trying to show off what we've got coming up in the next week. And for patrons, we've got more Detroit Become Healed stuff coming this week. And then next Monday, I will be posting the Never Before Seen Detroit Awakening interviews with Michael, Ty, and Maximilian. So that'll be cool if you're a $5 patron. As far as the Ty postcards, these will be shipped out probably in the next couple of weeks because we've sold out. So I know all of the addresses for everybody that's going to get one. So I can actually pretty quickly get those addressed and sent out. The Maximilian ones have already been sent and are on the way. If you are in America, you should probably get it within the next week. If you are out of America, it could maybe take up to 3 weeks. I have no idea. This is a learning process for all of us. So hopefully, though, if something goes wrong, the ones that are really, really far away, I did put my return address on, so they should come back to me, and I will at least know that it didn't get to you and that it didn't just get eaten by the mail. So yeah, hang on for those, and thanks for all of your support. As usual, love you guys, and I will see you on Friday for another episode of Twitch Sings. Me and Austin are going to explore some of the fun new songs they have, including Your Song. They added Your Song by Elton John to Twitch, which I was complaining about last week that they didn't have it. So that one will definitely be on the list for Friday night. All right, guys. See you later.